Hey guys, 2 in 1 day, which really means I'm just late doing stuff. So, Watch Dogs, the release date has been announced May 27th, if I'm not mistaken, which is only a couple days after my birthday. So that's good news for me. Watch Dogs was the game that made me go, wow, next gen really could be something. And in an interview that I saw last week on IGN, they talked about why they were waiting. Turns out that they wanted to really focus on the code that more or less made things appear alive. In other words, randomizing character models, character traits, character information, um, reactions, dialogue, all those things. So they rebuilt from the ground up a massive database and randomized everything. And in other words, the whole goal was when you ran into people in the game, the chances of finding the same person twice and the same reactions twice is now much, much higher. And they also revealed that the last gen, like the PS3 and Xbox 360 versions of that game, Watch Dogs, that would be a much lesser degree because there just isn't enough space to mess with on there. So basically, they're saying that with Watch Dogs on current or last gen, we need to start saying that last gen, um, graphics are are a lot truncated, and the scope of the interactions is smaller. But the CD is the same size, the gameplay mechanics are the same, just everything's on a smaller scale. So they're promising next gen and PC everything is meant to feel like it's procedural or it's persistently generated kind of thing, which it is, but it's just more like it's randomizing everything instead of generating everything and then you just kind of go. Whereas now they generate the city and then they're generating the individuals you come across as you go, and that's a good reason to hold back on the game because everything that this game promised as far as me getting lost in a world and just stopping crime and everything else and just being in an open world and doing things instead of just stealing cars or whatever. That makes it worth it to me for the wait. This game, it's amazing what they're looking to do with it. The story looks to be, fairly, I want revenge. It's fine. But the idea of it being a sandbox open world where you can pretty much do whatever you want, whenever you want, and on top of that, the bar is further set higher by virtue of the fact that you have access to literally everything in the game, from your phone or a tablet or different things like that. And on top of that, now people with like a phone or a tablet or even a Vita, if rumors are true, with a companion app, don't even have to own the game. That's one of the things. The companion app for Watch Dogs, you don't have to own a copy of the game to play this. In other words, they want everyone to get connected and get into this game and help each other. And you can call for help and these things. Try to keep the cops off your back or help with hacking or whatever the case may be. And so people can kind of, on their phones, hack into your virtual world from the real world to help you. Again, even if they don't have the game or if they do have the game and they're away from home. If that catches on the way that I'm hoping that it will, that's going to be if you'll pardon the phrase, it's a real game changer because now you're bringing the casual market gamer into a hardcore thing. So you're making like the hacking stuff, like a puzzle game probably. So now your casual puzzle gamers will have something to play with the hardcore gamers. So like the boyfriend or girlfriend, depending upon which person in the house is a hardcore gamer, the other person could be playing along with you right there. Or a child, or nephew, son, daughter, cat, whatever. That really opens up what can be done. And then there's another thing. You can bring in like 8 people, multiplayer, can kind of roam your world with you and hack your shit. My friends that subscribe to my channel, don't get my shit, son. Alright, I'm glad we had that talk. But it just, everything about this game screams next generation. And you can tell that they kind of started from a PC perspective and then rolled back a little bit for this current generation of consoles, then really scaled it back for last gen. Which I'm hoping is the way that a lot of the smarter developers are going to start doing games now, because it's just going to be easier. You start with PC and roll back. it'll be a lot easier for everything else, and no one has to whine about when's the port coming out. So that'll be all taken care of. I just think that this game has such just dripping with potential. And, all the people complain about, oh, the graphics look like... Fuck off, I don't care. I don't care about the debate. I've seen enough trailers and gameplay footage from before and after the release date was announced. The game's going to look really good. How good it's going to look, we're only going to know on release date. But, just look at the 15-minute gameplay video from back in September. You don't take this much time off to develop a game to make the graphics look like shit. You don't. Look at a game like Assassin's Creed, which probably has just as big of a world, if not bigger. It looks great. If Watch Dogs looks on par with Assassin's Creed 4 on the next-gen consoles, but has the kind of gameplay we're talking about, I wouldn't complain. At all. Hope the game does really, really, really well, because I want to see a franchise out of this. I want to see them take this idea of the gameplay and expand upon it and expand upon it. And again, make a truly next-gen one where there's nothing kept in mind of, oh, we couldn't do this on older stuff. PC and next-gen only, or current-gen. I need to start saying that. I'd like to see that. Because Grand Theft Auto 5... I haven't played it. I'm sure it's an amazing game, and I will eventually play it when the Game of the Year edition, or whatever you want to call all the DLC stuff, comes out. But it's only going to appeal to me so much because of the nature of the gameplay. I don't fantasize about stealing cars and shooting up shit, whatever else. I'm a fucking tech geek. I fantasize about the kind of stuff that Aiden Pierce is doing. I do. As far as, like, being on the, porn addict, I did see that one of the things where they, like, this lady, they pass by and they see that, give the lady's name, her address, and then they say she's a porn addict. You're like, what? So, because they'll randomly generate name, occupation, and random fact, and it's kind of interesting. It's just the idea of having access to everything, have control of everything at any given time. That's the kind of thing I like. Give me control. I like that. That's fun. So, Grand Theft Auto is great. It's a great narrative, of which there's no doubt, and I know I'm going to have tons of fun when I get on to playing it. But Watch Dogs is my kind of game, because you can really do anything, and you have way more access to this type of story. Part of me seems far more compelling to me than anything else, because it kind of combines that open world Grand Theft Auto vibe with like a Splinter Cell and Assassin's Creed, all kind of wrapped into one big holy shit of a game. So I can't say a bad word about it. So, yeah, we're barely, 2.5 months out from, if you can hear that's my cat. She's feeling nice this time of the month. So, we're barely 2.5 months out, and it's going to be a great game, I think. I have no concerns, honestly, because anything that they're having as far as graphic optimization, it can be patched. It can be patched. And as I've said many times, if you need to lower the resolution a little bit, give me my frame rate. Give me my frame rate, son! So, there you go. I'm going to ramble if I don't stop right here, so I'm going to stop right here. Watch Dogs, May 27th. It's going to be great. I'll see you guys online with it. In the meantime, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. And as always, keep on grinding.